take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line. First down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr will run the screen with Bodie. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now on first down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. First carry for Josh Jacobs. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Third and 9.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Shotgun now for Carr.
Looking for more, but this is intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Buffalo.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now second and 11 from the 32. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to find Diggs. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And he stopped immediately there.
Lindsay on the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and...
On second down, it's Lindsay. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Let's go!
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Ryan keeps it on the swing. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And they're going to get the first down here as he's out to the 14.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Again, the ball carrier.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is intercepted. Terrell Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
16 yards.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go play action with Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's going to be caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bills 7, Raiders nothing. Stephen Hauschka to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all the way? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Daniel Carlson to kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
First down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Complete.
Stephon Diggs.
Touchdown.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice catch up by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I called a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st down, Carr. And a man, and he hits him in stride. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Bills 12-yard line.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Touchdown, Raiders. Lynn Bowden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll run it here with Bowden. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play and that little bit of hesitancy. It often works really well for offensive guys.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end.
Yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 35 on second down, Ryan, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Operating from the gun, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's a game.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now Carr again. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
Give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
play clock about to expire. We get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and 9, Carr. For the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one caught by Beasley. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
8-yard line.
Carr now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second down and goal. Carr buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering, why didn't they try and run it at least once in there? But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Bills.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan. Pass to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
To Lee Smith.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again. Ryan. And Diggs has it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A fumble on.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He'll let it go deep for Foster, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Down right around the 25.
Josh Jacobs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. At the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And we'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. So
it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Ryan. Open man here is Foster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Ryan. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now the 5th-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Today's final score, Raiders.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on...
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up, did it. Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.